fun is nowhere. Excuse me, I'm sorry, my face is so itchy. Hey y'all, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Tea with Bree. If you don't know who I am, well, get to know me. My name is Brianna, but people call me Bree. And if you're not new here, hey, hello, how are you? Welcome back. So today's video, we're just gonna talk about something that is near and dear to my heart. It's long overdue because when I did the things, no one really knew I was doing the things, and I didn't want anybody to know that I'm doing the things, but now it's here. So let's talk about it. What's that thing that you were wondering that I'm talking about? Well, on my last video, I talked to you all about me starting my business. So that's kind of what I want to talk about today. Not really much of what my business is because it's kind of self-explanatory that I sell women's clothing, but it's more so of why I started my business and what inspired me to do so. So yeah, let's talk about it. And if you can't tell, this is from my website, SUNY Boutique, or shopsuniboutique.com. Girl, that's bad. You don't know your website name? That's crazy. Shout out my video. I am wearing one of my bodysuits that is actively online. So yeah, I'll tag all that below and in the video somewhere down here, up here, somewhere. I'll figure something out. So I've always liked clothes and I've always liked fashion. Since I used to not like it, but the older I became, the more I became very intrigued with it. Why it was so inspiring, putting this piece and that piece together. I would be on, like, I don't know if y'all remember, but Wet Seal, the old clothing store, they used to have on their website where you could take some of their clothes and you had your own account and you could like make your own outfits, and I would love to do things like that. I always had or played games that was like that. Of course, I had like my scene dolls, Barbie dolls. And fun fact, I used to make clothes for my dolls. My mom had a sewing machine and I would sew clothes for my dolls. They weren't like the little Barbie dolls, they were a little bit bigger, but anyway, I digress. I've been that girly that loved clothes. I would look into Allure magazine, 17 magazine, what else, Vogue, all of them. I would just look at them. My mom, she was really into magazines, so whatever magazine she had, I would look into them too and just kind of keep up with like the new fashions and pop culture and all the things. That's something that I was always passionate about. But of course, high school, like, it's time for me to decide on a college. I had a college in mind that was in North Carolina. It was an all-girls college, and they had a fashion styling, fashion design program. When I talked to my mom and my uncle, bless their hearts, you know, they meant well, but you know, I just wish that they helped me follow my dream. But they were just like, girl, like, that's a part-time job, like that's not a real career, that's like, so not many people get into it, so let's find something that will guarantee you income and guarantee you a career. I didn't follow my dream that way. I went down a different path, which now looking back, they do integrate, and it helps a lot, and I'm happy I was able to do so. But we're gonna fast forward to the pandemic. I was working a job that I absolutely hated. Not that I hated the people, it just wasn't for me. It wasn't something I was passionate about. I was there for the wrong reasons. I was there for more so the money than, you know, it being a passion of mine. I just didn't like it. So by the grace of God, I was furloughed. At the time, I didn't see it as a blessing, but now looking back at it, it is a blessing because I was able to come up with this. But I was furloughed from my job, and I gave myself a day to cry about it. But then afterwards, and after I understood what was going on, honey, I was buying things on Amazon, buying new clothes on Pretty Little Things, on H&M, like, because we some of us, we were getting some money. So, you know, I was staying at home with my mom, so I didn't have the income. Looking back, I wish I saved the money, but you know, young people gonna do what they gonna do. And during that time though, I had a lot of time to think during that time. I was literally waking up, watching the news, watching my TV shows, watching TikTok till about 7 o'clock, and then I would go to my best friend's house. And then we'd stay up and I'd come back home and we'd do it all over again. So in that time frame, I had a lot of time to think and self-reflect. And in that self-reflecting moment, I had to say, okay, let's be real for a second. Bree, you are unemployed. I mean, I was furloughed, but let's be honest, I wasn't planning on going back to that place. And sure, if you want me to talk about my past profession that I did, then, you know, leave a comment below. But it just wasn't for me. And it wasn't something I wanted to do. I thought about it, and I thought about it hard, and I'm looking at all these clothes, and I was just like, I wonder how do companies sell clothing in bulk? Like, you know, I didn't know the back of house of it, so I researched it and I did more into it. And I was just like, I wonder how people start a boutique. I wonder how people start a business. And that's when the idea was born. It energized me. I did more research into it. I looked into videos into it, and I saw that there were a lot of girls that were like me that had the same epiphany. I wanted something different. I didn't want to just sell clothes. You know, I wanted to sell pieces. I want to sell things for the multifaceted woman. I wanted her to be fashionable and the clothes to be high quality, because some things that I was falling into and seeing was when I was buying clothes on certain websites, the quality was awful, or they just didn't have things that were for me or my size, or it was just very generic. So I wanted something different. And then on top of that, I thought about it some more, and my friends, they asked me, hey Bree, I have this. What would you wear with this, and this? And I would tell them, you wear that, and that with it. Or they'll send me a picture and be like, hey Bree, can you help me? I want to find an outfit that's like this. And I'll find them pieces that resemble it. That's not quite the same, but it'll resemble it, or it is the same. And I was just like, well, what if I were to put that together? And it's not just a clothing store, it's a personal experience. That got me really excited. I did the research into how to start my own business and what clothing that I wanted to have, and what did the SUNY boutique girl look like, and really what did I want them to feel. So when it came down to the name, I wanted something that was a homage to my grandma, my Lola, and but there wasn't anything in Tagalog that really like flowed the way I wanted it to. I was looking and I was, you know, researching, and then I saw SUNY, which is Korean for good, and I was like, that's how I want my girls to feel. I want them to feel good. You know, I want them to feel inspired, right? So that's where the name came from. It's a Korean word that means good, and that's what that is. While in the pandemic, I was tired of being at the house, and honey, that government money started coming in, and she needs some funds. So I found a hosting position for a local restaurant. Ali, who is absolutely amazing. He's a great business owner. He has, I think, 400 Subways in the South Carolina and Northern Georgia region. I had the pleasure of working side by side with him and seeing him weekly. And one day he stopped me while I was like cleaning up, and he was just like, Brianna, you know, what's your story? Tell me what do you have going on? And I told him about SUNY, what I wanted. But at the time, it was really just SUNY. There wasn't no SUNY boutique. I had like 3 different name options. I had started writing out my business plan. And you gotta think, this is back in 2020. Really just a thought in my mind. So he was just like, okay, all right, that's great. That's awesome. Good for you. Da, da, da. And he was just like, you know what? I have some advice for you. And he would have lunch with his assistant, I think like once a week. So he asked his assistant if he had anything available for next week. She told him. He said to come see him after I got off of work, and I did. And he dropped some wonderful gems on me. I mean, amazing, absolutely amazing. Again, Ali, and I think that was also confirmation for me that was something that I needed to do, because things were just falling into place. But she was still in her embryo phase. Events in life just kept happening. And also myself, I was holding myself back. I was really self-sabotaging when it came to the things that I wanted to do. I really put myself on the back burner. So fast forward to earlier this year, I hired a life coach, excuse me, Coach Sarif, that's located here in Atlanta, and he's absolutely amazing. And if you're seeing this video, again, thank you. You are amazing, and I owe so much to you, because he was the reason that pushed me and that birthed SUNY. So we set up plans on how to start her up, and in April 7, 2023, SUNY Boutique was launched. It has been a journey. It has been a lot harder than I anticipated it to be, but so much fun. So much fun, and it's so unbelievable, because even though I don't feel like, I don't know, I haven't gotten that, oh girl, you are a business owner. Like I forget that, and I don't know why it's hard for me to do so. I see the clothes every day. I look in my email, I check my Shopify, I do the analytic things, the back of house things. I'm making this video for it right now. But I don't know, I don't know why it just doesn't seem real. If you were to ask me 3 years ago, Brianna, are you gonna have your own business, or tell me that I'm gonna have my own business, I would be excited, but I probably wouldn't have believed you. And it's a beautiful thing. It really is. It's fun when I get an order and I'm able to package it, and I'm putting that love into it. Of course, SUNY is not where I want her to be, but there's so much potential that I see within my business and in myself, and there's so much passion. Every time I package an order, people don't understand, or they don't know, but I write a personal note to personally thank you for my order, or for this order. Because that is one order closer to my dream, and not even closer, but you're allowing me to live out my dream. And that is something that's so beautiful, and it really warms my heart. And sometimes it makes me want to shed a tear. There are some days I want to scream. Some days I don't know what I'm doing. Some days I wonder why I'm doing this, or why I even started this, and I second guess myself. And like I said, SUNY has a long way to go. But every business goes through this newborn stage when you just birth your business. I'm thinking of businesses like it's a child. That's why I say she. You know, Suni's a girl, and this is my baby. And I really, honestly, if you ask anybody, Brianna, where do you see Suni? Oh, my boutique is bigger than Zara and H&M. And I say it with a straight face. I mean it. It is big, and I know it. People have told me, Brianna, the quality of these clothes are amazing. I see your vision. I love that you're putting your heart into it. What else have I heard? I see so much potential in your business. Like, I'm so proud of you. Just these things are so rewarding, and I am forever grateful. And again, I'm still amazed that I have been doing this on my own. That is my origin story. Well, Suni Boutique's origin story. Unfortunately, I'm not doing it full time like I want to. We'll talk more about it. But for now, it is getting a little late, and I gotta wipe this makeup off. If you like what you heard, or you want to hear more, you have questions or anything, go ahead and leave a comment below. And don't be afraid to reach out to me, you know, personal DM. I will have all of my social media handles in the description. But until next time, I'm Bree, and I'll see you later. Bye.